Part 2 of Ray Bradbury's There Will Come Soft Rains, chiefly mumbled by me. There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, the swallows circling under their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pools singing at night, and the wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their featherly fire, whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of war, not one will care at last when it is done, not one would mind neither bird nor tree, if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we had gone. The fire burned in the stone hearth, and the cigar fell away into a mound of quiet ash on its tray. The empty chairs faced each other between silent walls, and the music played. At 10 o'clock, the house began to die. The wind blew. A falling tree crashed through the kitchen window. Cleaning solvent bottled, shattered over the stove. The room was ablaze in an instant. Fire, screamed a voice. The house lights flashed. Water pumps shot water from the ceilings, but the solvent spread on the linoleum, licking, eating under the kitchen floor, while the voices took it up in chorus. Fire, 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 fire. The house tried to save itself. Doors sprang tightly shut, but the windows were broken by the heat, and the wind blew and sucked upon the fire. The house gave ground as the fire in 10 billion angry sparks moved with flaming ease from room to room, then up the stairs. While scurrying water rats skreeked from the walls, pistoled their water and ran for more, and the wall sprays let down showers of mechanical rain. But too late. Somewhere, sighing, a pump shrugged and stopped. The quenching rain ceased. The reserve water supply, which had filled baths and washed dishes for many quiet days, was empty. The fire crackled up the stairs. It fed on Picassos and Matisses in the upper halls like delicacies, baking off oily flesh, tenderly crisping the canvases into black shavings. Now the fire lay in beds, stood in windows, changed the colors of drapes, and then reinforcements. From an attic trap door, blind robot faces peered down with faucet mouths gushing green chemicals. The fire backed off, even as an elephant must at the sight of a dead snake. Now there were 20 snakes whipping over the floor, killing the fire with clear, cold venom of green froth. But the fire was clever. It had sent flame outside the house, up through the attics to the pumps there. An explosion. The attic brain, which directed the pumps, was shattered into bronze shrapnel onto the beams. The fire rushed back into every closet and felt the clothes hung there. The house shuddered, oak bone on bone, its bared skeleton cringing from the heat, its wire, its nerves revealed as if a surgeon had torn the skin off to let the red veins and capillaries quiver in the scalded air. Help, help, fire, fire, run, run. Heat snapped mirrors like the first brittle winter ice. And the voices wailed, fire, fire, run, run, like a tragic nursery rhyme, a dozen voices high, low, like children dying in the forest alone and alone. And the voices fading as the wires popped their sheathing like hot chestnuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 voices died. In the nursery, the jungle burned. Blue lions roared. Pink giraffes bounded off. Panthers ran in circles, changing color, and 10 million animals running before the fire, vanishing off toward a distant, steaming river. 10 more voices died. In the last instant, under the fire avalanche, under choruses, oblivious could be heard announcing the time, cutting the lawn by remote control mower, or setting an umbrella frantically in and out, the slamming and opening of the door, 1,000 things happening like a clock shop, where each clock strikes the hour insanely before or after the hour. A scene of manic confusion, yet unity. Singing, screaming, the last few cleaning mice darting bravely out to carry the horrid ashes away. And one voice, with sublime disregard for the situation, read poetry aloud in the fiery study. Until all the film spools burned, until all the wires withered and the circuits cracked, the fire burst the house and let it slam flat down, puffing out skirts of spark and smoke. In the kitchen, an instant before the rain of fire and timber, the stove could be seen making breakfasts at a psychotic rate. 10 dozen eggs, 6 loaves of toast, 20 dozen bacon strips, which, eaten by the fire, started the stove working again, hysterically hissing. The crash. The attic smashing into the kitchen and the parlor into the cellar into the subcellar, deep freeze, armchairs, film tapes, circuits, beds, all like skeletons thrown in a clutter mound, deep under. Smoke and silence, a great quantity of smoke. Dawn showed faintly in the east. Among the ruins, one wall stood alone. Within the wall, a last voice said, over and over and again, even as the sun rose to shine upon the heaped rubble and steam. Today is August 5, 2026. Today is August 5, 2026. Today is August 5, 2026. Today is... Bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks.